Hey everybody, Joe Vanourney, Cherry the Geek TV. We are here at San Diego Comic-Con 2024 talking about the new sci-fi series Venus Prime, and we're here with one of the showrunners of the show, David Cormican. Talk to us about Venus Prime. You haven't done your panel yet.
Nope.
You're going to unveil all the secrets at this panel, but what can you tell us about the series? What's it about?
I'll give you all the secrets right now.
Spill them. Spill the beans.
So we've got, this is our first sort of merch launch. So we've got limited edition posters that are going to be given out to everyone who's at the panel today. We're announcing the title of the first episode. Can I say it right now?
Sure.
It's Set Modus Est, which is Latin for set in motion, or to set in motion. And that's literally how our story is starting. Obviously it makes sense at the beginning, but we've got like a very bit of a Latin theme that runs throughout each of the episodes and the series and the seasons. So we're going to be doing that. We also have our first look at we have a logo reveal that's happening. We've got a great composer who has done the underscoring for that. It's Isabella Summers, who is from Florence and the Machine. She's the machine side of that. So she's done an incredible piece of original music for us to go with that logo reveal. So that's going to be the first look for audiences as well on this project. We got a video from Jonathan. He's giving some greetings. And we are also doing a worldwide talent search for our role of Sparta. We're trying to find someone who's completely unknown to play this lead role.
Awesome.
Those are the spoilers that are coming out.
Gotcha.
And technically, if you go onto the website for the casting announcement, you're also going to get a sneak peek of the script. I haven't told anyone that yet, but the sides are there.
You're here first.
So this is an exclusive.
So the series is based on a series of books of Arthur C. Clarke and Paul Preuss. When did these books first get on your radar, and what was it about them that kind of said, "Oh, we need to adapt this into the story"?
This was 2019, 2020, just prior to the pandemic starting. We ended up the books came across our desk from our manager, Alan Morell, and Alan said, "Look, guys, I've got a project for you that I think they're really excited to work with you. It's one of the big three of sci-fi." I'm like, okay, this is huge. Who is it? What is it? And then we found out it was Arthur C. Clarke's Venus Prime. I'm like, wow, okay, why haven't I not heard of this? Obviously, we've heard of Arthur, but then we started to read the books, and initially it was excitement, and then that turned to daunting terror of like, oh my God, are we worthy to jump into this, and do we think that we can actually, adapt this for television audiences? So it was a bit terrifying, and one of the things that we actually asked for early on was to have a meeting with Paul. Obviously Arthur is no longer with us, but to sit down with Paul to just sort of pick his brain a little bit about what our thoughts were about adapting the material, and do we think that it would receive not just his blessing but also Arthur's in terms of some of the thoughts and the departures that we were looking to do with the program.
So Arthur C. Clarke's not the only big sci-fi name cut with the attached to the project. You've got the director and executive producer Jonathan Frakes, that people know from Star Trek: The Next Generation, who for my money, he's one of the great Star Trek television directors. Talk about how he came on board and what he brings to the project.
So Jonathan, I have a friend of mine who works with Paradigm, and he used to work with Voltage, and when he started up at Paradigm, he called me up and said, "Hey, what are you working on? I remember you talking about something that was a sci-fi project," and he's like, "Can you send that to me?" So I sent him the script for it on the down low, and he came back, he's like, "Who do you have for directors?" It's like, "Well, no one yet. We're looking right now." He's like, "Have you heard of Jonathan Frakes?" I was like, "Of course I've heard of Jonathan Frakes," right? He's like, "Would you be open to a meeting with Jonathan?" I was like, "Absolutely." So we hopped on to this meeting. Jonathan already read the script, and it was just like a wonderful... if like when you enter into a conversation with someone, you feel like you've known them for years and they're already a friend of yours, you don't know how or why. That's Jonathan. We're like, this guy is so lovely and wonderful. I was scared to meet like someone I've grown up watching and idolizing as a legend in the industry, right? So you're kind of a little bit nervous about what's that going to be like. Am I going to be disappointed? And it's been anything but. It has been such a joy and a pleasure to collaborate with him, and I'm really excited. We're now we're rolling up our sleeves into the casting process, and things are just about to get really fun for all of us.
Awesome. Well, the show is called Venus Prime. Check for it. Keep an eye out for it, and stay tuned to Cherry the Geek TV for more coverage here at San Diego Comic-Con 2024.